Welcome to Real Talk. I'm Leo Villanueva.
I'm Danielle Cides. I'm Jennifer España.
Today we're talking about a job that Jennifer applied for, but because she doesn't have a license, wasn't eligible for the position. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, I've been volunteering for the city of Pico Rivera since I was 14 years old, and I'm almost 24. And I've been applying every now and then to see if I can get the job. And every single time they're like, I'm sorry, you do not meet the requirements and blah, blah, blah. But it always made me wonder why they didn't. Is it because I don't have the license, or I just don't meet their requirements as in volunteering hours, which I have over probably 200 hours, and it just made me really sad. So
Have you presented these questions?
No, I haven't. I'm
anybody?
not too sure like who to talk to about it. Like, do I talk to the mayor about it, or
Well,
Parks and Recreation overall?
It's not an uncommon thing that a person applies for a position, and one of the considerations is a driver's license and a good driving record. You'll see that with county jobs such as Caltrans positions. I know once, many years ago, I attempted to apply for a position with the Metro, and it had nothing to do with driving. It was a maintenance position, and they were asking for a good driving record, and it didn't work out for me in that situation. So is this a City of Pico Rivera job, or is it a county job?
It's a city of Pico Rivera job. I'd be working with Parks and Recreation, so I'd be either working at a youth center or at Park Center, helping people register, or just helping with events, stuff like that. And it just bums me out.
Well, if you know what you need to do, the only thing you can do is follow
Yeah.
through by getting your driver's license, if you really want the position.
The only thing that's odd though is I think it says if you have a driver's license, there's no guarantee you have a car to get there. Like, that's my thought process. Maybe they just want to know you have a way to get there. But even then, most people, like you said, don't necessarily use their car. Some bike or walk or use the bus.
Yeah, and there's Uber now, Lyft, so
There are transportation alternatives, no doubt about it, and they're plentiful. I know I have 2 young adults at home that ride bikes to work and school, so they're all over the place on their bicycles. But if you showed up to a place of employment and interviewed and explained to them that your most reliable transportation was a bicycle, chances are they're going to say thank you for showing up, and we'll give you a call if we're going to use you.
Yeah.
But you are correct in that, and I've never bothered to look into why it was necessary for me in that one job that I applied for with Metro to have a clean driving record. But I can only assume that it's a public relations issue, but that's all speculation. The only thing we can do from this point forward is ask those questions and follow through if need be, if you really want the job anyways. But that is an interesting matter. If there are people out there who are applying for positions and are being shot down because they don't have a driver's license, maybe that's something that needs to be taken up with the labor board and revised.
yeah, I'm sure that there's been people who have been hired by the city that have the license, but they don't meet those other requirements, as in you have to volunteer a certain amount of hours, you're able to do this, you can speak Spanish, it's desired, and I can do all of that, but they just won't hire me because I don't have that license.
They have the list of requirements online, or is it like, oh, they told you verbally this is what you need?
No, it's online, and they've told me to.
So you know you've met every other requirement, just not the license one. You should probably contact them, like I think you said, contact them to see what it is, because the license one's kind of iffy. Like, what would the job entitle anyways? Do you need to drive places, or is it just like you're on site, like handling events and calling people?
You're on site. If they need you somewhere else, then you'd have to go. But I have a friend who doesn't have a car. He uses Uber to get to other sites that he needs to be at.
But he has
allow it.
He has a license,
Yeah.
but he just doesn't have a car, and they allowed it.
Yep.
So that is odd, because like there's really no, it doesn't seem like the license is useful if you're still just going to be using Uber, which you don't need anything for.
If that is if there are enough positions out there that require this but don't involve driving, it's something that needs to be looked at and should probably be changed. Thank you. That's all the time we have today. I'm Leo Villanueva.
I'm Danielle Cedis.
I'm Jennifer España.
Bye.